If you thought the Sipi Falls were the most beautiful thing in Kapchora, then think again. In Kapchora, we have youth with heads on their shoulders. Very good heads at that. With me, I have Johnson and I have Mike, who are going to take us through an enterprise, an exceptional one at that, where you have youth that come together and decide, you know what, we need to do something with ourselves, and for our communities.
Now this time on this farm you people see is a farm having 1,200 seedlings. So with this 1,200 seedlings, at the end of the day, all these passion fruits, we expect one passion fruit to give us at least 20 kilos. By the end of 2025, we expect here 120 million for the use.
Gentlemen, it's nice to have you on the show. We do not meet the likes of you every day.
Thank you.
It is nice to meet youth who are not trying to buy borders, right?
Yes, yes.
That's wonderful. So on this farm, it's a mixed farm.
Yes.
On how many acres?
The farm is sitting on 5 acre land.
5 acre land.
Yes.
And yet it has so much.
Yes.
So much on it. So now our viewers get to know that you don't need 20 acres to have something this good. So we are looking at vegetables, we are looking at passion fruits, we are looking at a forest at that, and so much more. So Mike, tell me what do we have going on here, and how did you guys get started? What inspired you? How many are you?
We are a group of youths who are educated. All of us, we have degrees, we have certificates, we have diplomas. And generally, you know, Uganda and the world is looking at people who are innovative enough to make money, not only to look for government jobs or NGO jobs. So at the end of the day, we sat down as a group after university, after institutions, and some of us, we also have government jobs. And government jobs are not enough. They give you some little money at the end of, maybe you reach around 20 years there. The child falls sick, so at the end of the day, you don't have money. So we said, why don't we venture into other things that can give you money? So the youth came out, we approached. For him, he's an accountant by profession.
Nice.
Me, I'm a doctor by profession. And generally we said, what should we do? We grew up passion fruits. We started with passion fruits. We started with 500 seedlings. 500 seedlings, that was the year 2020, 2021, 2023. Now this time on this farm you people see is a farm having 1,200 seedlings. At the end of the day, all these passion fruits, we expect one passion fruit to give us at least 20 kilos. Generally, at the end of the, just this farm of passion fruits only of around 1,000 passion fruit seedlings, we expect here just by the end of 2025, we expect here 120 million for the youth. And the youth are just 22 in number. We encourage Ugandans to do farming like our youth here in Poti. We have very good volcanic and weathered rocks that can give us, that are fertile, and these soils here can enable passion fruit growing. This passion fruit growing, the 120 million that we hope to get, we hope to do another enterprise. We hope to produce almost 500 liters of milk. We want to go into dairy farming again. And we hope to produce more money. We also have banana enterprise, which is also giving us some money. We also have hash avocado, which they are still growing. By the end of this year, we shall be harvesting them. We have also coffee, which is also in the farm. Our coffee, we get at least 6 kilos per tree. We have 300 coffee seedlings, 6 kilos each. That is around 6 times 300, that's 180 kilos, 180. And we hope to get around 18 million Uganda money from coffee alone. So passion fruit, by the end of this year, we hope to get 120 million. And we inspire other people to do the project. As you can see, the passion fruits are good. This is UPF 12. It is grown in such a way that you make holes 2 by 2 2 by 2. After making a hole of 2 by 2, width 2, then depth is 2, and then you put some little manure, or you put DAP, which is DAP, and then you plant the seedlings at the beginning of rain. If you have irrigation, whatever, if you have irrigation systems, you can also use irrigation systems. And then you plant. By 3 months, you will expect fruits like this, 3 to 4 months. These passion fruits, you see them? These ones are just 6 months old. And as we talk, we have harvested here around 30 bags already. We started harvesting them in October 2024. And we've already harvested 30 bags. 30 bags time was 4,000. 12 million shillings. So this farm alone has just given us within 3 months 12 million shillings. So we are on a journey of 120 million.
And we'll
but currently we have already pocketed the money in the account already for the youth group is already 12 million shillings.
I see.
And the youth are happy and they are saying government should continue giving us peace and good security for the betterment of our youth group to continue.
If I may ask, when you got started, were you the 22 or it was a small group that kept on growing into?
We started with a number of 10 people. We had 10 people. These 10 people, specifically 3 were doing one. I myself, I was doing passion. For him, he was doing banana. Then we had another friend of ours which was doing coffee. So when we started, we just moved on like that until
put our heads together. So
yes.
Everyone that comes on board is either going with the already existing ventures or bringing something new to the table.
Yes.
Well, that's very impressive. So, Johnson, you're the accountant. While you're injecting this money into the ventures, I'm very sure you're doing your maths. 120 million by this time, 120 million by this time, yeah? Yes. When you look at it, do you even see the possibility of surpassing those targets that you've already set?
Oh yeah. Now, if I may start from my own background, my own experience, and from where I came from. First of all, I worked with local government for about 10 years as a sub-county accountant, and what they were paying me was about 400,000. Then time came when I added up with my family, and I have a lot of dependents. The 400,000 became very little.
Yeah.
Because a nursery kid child is paid 500,000 here in Kapchorwa. Now my monthly salary was not fetching enough even for one kid. We decided to venture into something that can give us what? Some good money. Yeah. That's when we come up with this group here. Now when we registered this group, or we formed up, first I was doing matoke. Matoke was paying some good money because a bunch of matoke can go at around 25,000. If you cut 20 of them, you're at around 450,000, and that one can be at least twice in a month.
You've already met the other target.
Exactly. So what I did, I had to quit my job, the government job, I left it there, and now we came in for this one here.
Yeah.
Now this one here, this one we can pick here about 200 kilograms
a week.
Per week. 200 kilograms per week. One of it, that's 800,000 per week. We've got to pick this one 4 times in a month. Almost 800,000. You see, compared with 400,000.
I know, I'm with you. I'm with you.
You're getting. So there we are moving. Now when we added matoke, our dream was to put matoke that we can even have like 400 bunches at once. Time was 25,000. So you realize that the peanut of the cereal for 30 days becomes very small, you understand?
Yeah.
So that's how we came in for this one here. Now, except that, it's only that this small product of ours is still a bit small, but we've got a dream that maybe if we can put a target of even harvesting to a tune of 5,000 kilograms per week, and that one can give us a lot of what? A lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yes.
Let it sink in that the small plot of land is 5 acres. Let it sink in.
Yes. So I want to encourage all the youth to come up with something like this.
Yeah. Step out of the comfort zone.
Yes. Even if the government is paying you 1 million and you've got to attend to the job from day 1 up to day 30 and they pay you 1 million, you can still come out even empty-handed.
Because of the demands.
Yes. So this one alone is keeping us alone. We are moving and people are wondering how we are doing it, but the secret is simple. buying these seedlings, you even don't need to buy seedlings. You just make this one. Produce your bed and then you start.
And then
Your nursery bed, and then you start. Is that what you did?
Yes,
Even our youth group has a nursery bed as we talk currently.
Oh, that's very impressive. Are you selling the seedlings?
We have the seedlings.
And people are buying the
Over
seedlings?
30,000. They're there.
Come and buy the seedlings.
There they are.
So you can be like this
We have
youth
seedlings.
in Kapchor.
Yes.
I'm genuinely impressed. But I'm very sure it has not been, a smooth journey. There were some hurdles along the way. And how did you deal with them?
The issue of finances.
Yeah.
Starting up was not an easy thing, but we've got to thank
Honorable
our
MP.
honorable, who is the woman MP of Kapchora district, who supported us with some funding when we just started. And when we catch up, we couldn't again continue begging from her.
Of course.
Now we can move, except those small things. Because the challenge we have here is we still have problem of water, like now this season here. We don't have water to irrigate these things here. And then sometimes we still have this small market here. We take this one just at farm here at 4,000. We hope that if we can get a market that can take this one even at 8,000 or 10,000 here, it could add up what?
Go to the markets, step out of Kapchor, go big.
Yes, that kind of a thing. So if we can sell this one a kilo of it at 10,000, I'm sure this smart use farm
Yeah.
Can grow.
here will be something that can develop.
Into something a lot bigger.
Yes.
And then it becomes even regional.
Yes.
You get
Even we request the government to assist us with at least a way of us watering these plants. Because
during the dry season.
During dry seasons. So that we get continuous production. Yes, both dry and wet season.
And we get rid of redundant
Yes.
use. No, I hear you. That makes utter sense. Now, let's talk dreaming big,
Yes,
right?
yes.
You want to sell them at 10,000 a kilo.
Yes.
But let's look at value addition. We all know that when you add value to something, the profits multiply. Am I right, accountant?
Yes.
So are we looking at that? Are we considering value addition?
Yes.
Yeah, we are considering value addition, like changing this one to J's.
And you package it?
And we
This
pack.
one here, one of it we can change to
Even very soon.
3,000 or 4,000, one glass of this.
Even
So we
very
have 10
soon.
of this. That's how much, 100,000.
We are going to make wine out of passion fruits. So we shall have passion fruit wine
Come
very
again?
soon.
And how
We-
is that done?
We have our expert among the youth which has been trained to make it. So very soon we shall produce drums and drums and
You sell it?
we sell it.
So that's good. That's good. Now, you said something very important. The magical word was training. While you're calling on the youth to be like you, while we're asking them to be like you, have you taken the initiative to train the few that you have around you? You start with home, then expand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Within the parish and within the division, we've been able to train a number of youths. Mainly like we train them on how to make holes, how to decompose manure, and how to do the planting, the spraying, the harvesting. Because a passion fruit, you don't harvest in this way, but you make sure you harvest like this. You harvest like this. So we've trained them enough to do some other things, banana growing, how to do some digital things like how to do WhatsApp business, some few things. We've trained them
Because
enough.
marketing is important. It's one thing
Yes.
to have the product. You need to be able to market it and sell
So
it.
we've trained a number of youths and the youth generally. That's why when you people came, you could see a number of youths coming. Oh, our people. So
They knew.
generally the youths are doing well and they are very happy.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. We are going to take a very short commercial break. When we return, the youth have a lot more in store for us, some more tips, and then we'll take a tour of the farm and truly appreciate what we have on ground. Don't go away. So, Mike, I see you cut the grass. It is stuck on the ground. We are not taking it away. Why is that?
This grass here is good for mulching. This mulching here suppresses weeds, number one. Number two, it retains moisture.
Yes.
Now, once it retains moisture, our plant is able to survive up. As you can open like this, you will find just moisture just under it. Though it is dry season, but the thing will be very nice.
Very
indeed.
good, yes.
Now, but you don't put it to be up to the what? You don't put it to be up to the stem. Once you put to be near the stem, pests and some other diseases can attack it. And at the end of the day, you will find a problem now with the plant. So now you see, my viewers can be wondering, why have we left so many vines? So many vines like this. This is for good production, my friend.
Really?
Now, the more vines you leave, the more production, the more fruits you get. Now, once you leave more vines, you will find all this on the what? All this climbing up.
Climbing up.
Now, it's like an example of using something which is straight and something curved.
Yeah.
Once you make something to curve, once something is curved, it occupies more space. But once something is straight, it will reach somewhere very fast, an example. So this passion fruit of ours is able to climb until it falls there, it reaches somewhere, it comes back. But once you use the other net, I inspire Ugandans, my people. Once you use the net, the fishing net, the net will get finished very fast, and at the end of the day, the fruit has nowhere to go.
So
it can't come up, it can't come down, it can't go up. So at the end of the day, this method of ours, of Smart Use Farm, Kapchorwa, is very unique in such a way that once it climbs on these small stakes of ours we've put, it keeps, and another advantage again is, you can even keep on adding the stakes.
So that it can keep climbing.
It keeps on climbing, keeps on climbing. And it is much cheaper than
it is a lot
cheaper.
cheaper. Now, you mentioned suppressing weeds, then you mentioned mitigating pests.
Yes.
Now, I see a lot of weeds in the aisles.
Yes.
And I am genuinely confused
Yes.
as to why we still have the weed in the aisles. And then tell me about these pests that you're trying to mitigate, and have you interfaced with them, and how did you deal with them, assuming you did?
The pests.
Yeah.
With the issue of the pests, we partner with a number of organizations and these agro-input shops, whereby at the end of the day, we pick pesticides which can assist us to kill the pests. We spray them weekly. These pests here, we use systemic pesticides and contact pesticides, depending on the stage of the passion fruit. Like when the fruit is flowering, you don't use pesticides which can smell. You use pesticides which are not, they call them in English odorless, they are not smelly. So at the end of the day, we use things which cannot smell, things like osalamectin, those ones cannot smell, and the bees will continue pollinating.
Oh, yes, and you need them.
And we need them. Why we've left these grasses here during dry season? So these grasses here under our garden or under our fruits helps us to maintain the moisture. You know our climate here, during at night, here dew is too much.
Yes.
Dew is too much.
And this collects the dew.
And this collects it and naturally irrigates our plant.
Yes.
Yes.
That is very true. You're so lucky. You know, I was in Teso the other day. They
Yes.
do not have that.
Yes.
This is a blessing. No, that's impressive. You know, I kept wondering, why is there a weed?
Yes.
Now, another interesting thing I noticed in Kapchorwa, throughout my drive, I noticed the plastic bags everywhere on farms, and I see them here as well. Tell me about these plastic bags.
We have a certain bird which is called Cassitiondet in my language. That Cassitiondet eats the flowers of our passion fruits and the coffee. Now, once it eats them, our fruits will not mature up.
Yeah.
we shall not get any fruit. So we bought wires and we put on top of the trees.
And this,
And then we hang some buveras, some empty sacks, so that it scares it. Once the wind blows it, you find now the bat running, that is somebody coming. So Smart Use Farm, Kapchorwa, is very, very innovative.
yes.
Any problem we incur, we get a solution
But
for
of
it.
course, and that's how you're growing
Yes.
and getting better. Well, I like that. Now you mentioned coffee. It is one of the enterprises that you have.
Yes.
Well, that's very good. How is that going? Because this is Kapchorwa. Coffee is a big deal.
Yeah, coffee is doing well. That's why we told you we are getting almost 6 kilos per plant.
That's good, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes.
And I like that our people in Kampala are now appreciating Elgon
Yes,
coffee.
yes.
Because that's the best coffee, isn't it? Well, that's a good thing. Now, tell me more about certain things that you desire to get bigger, to grow as the Smart Youth firm, because you need to grow eventually.
Yeah.
So you did mention one of you is trained, but we need all of you to be trained.
Yeah, you see, we were invited on short notice, but one of our youths that was trained to make a wine out of passion fruit is not around. He had a trip out somewhere, but he will be with us the next time.
Yeah.
That was our aim of making value addition on these passion fruits of ours.
Yes.
We hope also to pack these passion fruits with the help of other people who are willing to support us. We want to make passion fruit concentrate that we just export or pack
and then
things,
they can dilute it.
and then when it reaches where it has gone, it can be diluted just.
That is brilliant.
Yes.
Takes me back to school days, but that's brilliant. I think it's a brilliant idea. When it comes to your value addition, you're looking for multiple ways to get very many things out of one thing.
Yes.
Which is a very good move.
Even if other people are willing, we can make for them even seeds,
And
and then we send to them.
so those of us in Kampala can receive these
Yes, we
seeds
can make for you seeds,
Their own bed,
And-
buy their own bed,
and then
and
they
start the same thing.
The same thing.
And they can also call you in case they need trainings on different things.
Yes. Another thing we also need is trainings on knowing more about farming.
Of
We
course.
need trainings. We need storage facilities. If somebody can be willing to support us with the freezers, like solar freezers, which can help us store our red passion fruit,
Yeah.
so that in case 1 week, 2 weeks can be sold now.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, no,
in
I hear
case
you.
there is a delay in market and so on.
So post storage, post harvest
Yes.
is very important.
Yes.
Post harvest is very important because if you cannot store your things very well,
Yes.
then you must sell today,
Yes.
or else.
These are very perishable things.
They are perishable.
Yes,
We
yes,
cannot
yes.
keep this one bare in our local houses here,
Of course,
and we expect it to survive for
to survive
1 week.
1 week, it's impossible.
If
It's
we
impossible.
can have that storage facility with us, this one can even stay with us for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And we get some better market.
And-
that's one of the challenges that we face, because sometimes we end up selling this one cheaply because we don't want it to go bad.
You need it to go.
Yes,
But
yes, yes.
no losses.
So
Let's-
if we start harvesting this one today, and then we don't get the buyer tomorrow, and then the buyer comes the following day, and the other one wants to buy at 2,000 a kilo, sometimes it forces us to say,
Yeah, because you don't want them to go
yes,
bad.
Yes. Instead of selling at 2,000,
I know.
you get it.
I know.
So we expect,
It twists your arm,
we really need something that can store this, and then we look for our market
of course.
without any problem.
Now, speaking of the markets, is this something you've been looking for by yourselves?
Yeah.
We've been depending on local market only.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So
Our viewers out there, I hope you can come to this youth rescue. I mean,
yes,
no, I hear you. And that's, you need to grow the market, which is why I think it's a very good move to train the other youth
Yes.
on how to market. Digital marketing is very,
Yes,
it's the in thing now. Everyone just gets their phone and checks what are they selling, right?
Yes.
Well, that's amazing. But what more are you doing to get out there?
To get out
If
of,
what more are you doing to get the rest of Uganda to notice you and come and get your product?
generally, we are doing digital. And then the other thing is generally connecting up with friends.
Because tell a friend to tell a friend to tell
Tell
a
a
friend.
friend to tell a friend.
I get it.
But if there are other people who are willing to help us, like newspaper companies, they can come and make a write-up, they take our photos.
And tell everyone.
And tell everyone that passion fruits, which are very sweet, are in Kapchora.
And even now that you are here today, we are sure our thing is going to.
They'll find out.
Yes.
Well, that's my job,
Yes.
my Johnson. My job is to let people know that there is gold in the seed. People need to know that farming is a very good move. It's a very good investment.
Yes,
You
yes,
can't go wrong, right?
yes,
It's
Yes.
food. We need food
Yes,
every day.
yes.
Yes.
We need food every day.
We are even thinking of expanding this to international. I've been in UAE, Dubai, where we bought this one at 2,000 Uganda shillings, one of it like this. And there are Ugandans there that if we get market and we connect,
It would be
this one
amazing.
can give us very good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went for a short commercial break and so did the sun. But as you know, Ugandan weather, what to do? Utterly unpredictable. But it's NTV Seeds of Gold and we beat all odds to bring you the greatest and most insightful stories in the agribusiness. We are still with our youth, our smart youth farmers. And we are now in the banana plantation. Take it in. Let it blow your mind like it has mine. And apparently, this is just the smaller bit of it. This is the most recent one, a lot smaller. Am I right?
Yes, you are right.
Now, before we went for the break, we had the passion fruit genius with us, but now we have the banana genius with us. Johnson, how many acres is the matoke sitting on?
Yes, thank you. The banana plantation here is situated on 3 acres. Yes, we have currently 3 acres.
And as you mentioned earlier, there is market and it's quite good.
Yes,
As long as you're in season, you're good to
Yes,
go.
yes, yes.
But here, do you ever get out of season though?
Been more, most especially dry seasons, but not always.
I don't trust the dry season. It just rained on me.
It cuts some yield, but not very.
We cannot trust your dry season on the slopes of Mount Elgon.
Okay.
No. You know, so what are some of the challenges that you face when you have a plantation such as this? And how do you deal with these challenges?
One, we've got a challenge of most especially this dry season, there is rampant animals that move around.
You lie.
The cows, yes, they are here, and they can sometimes destroy this. You can check the small ones.
All the small ones, so they
Those are
can
goats
grow.
and sometimes the cows. So sometimes we need to just put some good fence that can prevent animals from entering inside and destroying our plantations
Of
here.
course.
Yeah, and then the other one called we used to have with disorganized one, which is not here, but it was some kind of diseases that can affect the plantation.
bananas,
like this,
yeah.
yes, mostly this dry seasons here. But as of now, this one is healthy. As you can see this one.
I know.
Yes.
It's very good.
So we are having this one,
yeah.
and this one goes at somewhat more than 25,000.
25,000 to 30, depending on the season, yeah?
Yes, yes,
Because
yes.
that's the beauty of matoke.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes it's very high on demand.
Yeah, yeah.
So despite the fact that this is, you have people in Kapchora, you have people in Bugisu, and matoke is quite predominant in this region of the country, competition is not an issue? You know, sometimes when everybody's putting matoke on.
Competition is also an issue, but mostly this one of ours is much more tasty.
You don't
than
say.
down there. Yes, yes, yes. So when you peel off this one has its own good color. It looks like pumpkin inside.
Really?
Yeah, and
And
it's
very
not water
tasty.
like the other one there. That one has got too much water. So that's why this one of ours can capture market. Though, as of now, we are doing it locally
Yeah.
with our local people, but we plan to have market outside Kapchora.
Compete with
And
the
I think-
Bugisu.
Yes, and I think this one can go at almost 50,000. Yeah,
Especially if we go up to Kampala.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, it will hit that market. So it's very imperative that you stretch out, make it there.
Yes, the other challenge is transportation and other things. During rainy seasons, these other pickups cannot come up to
We
this
can't reach
side.
here.
We now forced to use donkeys. You know a donkey? You can have this one and we tie a donkey. Even a motorcycle cannot carry one. So donkeys can just carry, but then we've got to break this into pieces and we take it down there. Except only for now, we've got the tarmac road up to somewhere there, which is a very good thing for us now. We hope that maybe with time it will also extend this side.
Yes.
So that we can be able to carry our matoke without what? Any transport challenge.
No, of course.
Yeah, that kind of a thing.
No. Okay. So what are the do's and the don'ts? You have a very healthy plantation. You really do, and it's a very wonderful plantation. What are the do's and the don'ts? What are some of the things that you do to get such a yield, and what are some of the things people shouldn't do?
Well, like any other kind of expectation, if you're expecting something healthier, that is what we put inside. Like this kind of matoke here, I'm starting from the time we plant, because everything has to start from there. If you expect some good yields, we've got to dig 2 feet by 3 meters, and then we mix compost manure with some little soil, and we plant one healthy taka like this. Yes. Then we make sure that the ground is soft, like you can see now. It is well digged. That's what we do, and then we keep adding manure to the stems down there, so that it becomes much more healthier. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now those are very, very, very good tips for those that want to venture into banana farming and those that are already in it and do not know what they're doing wrong. Now, interesting enough, this to them is small. So this is the small banana plantation. We are going to take a walk around, and then you can see the genius of these farmers. They have intercropped coffee. I mean, we are on the slopes of Mount Elgon. If you're not growing coffee, what are you growing? So just walk with me, and then we, gentlemen, I will not be falling once more.
It's okay, it's okay.
So just take a walk with us, and then we can look around and see what we have in store. So what inspired the idea of intercropping the coffee and the bananas? Yeah. What are the advantages though?
Yeah. The idea is coffee itself and banana is good to intercrop, because bananas provide shade for the coffee during dry season.
Yes.
Now when you cut any leaves and any other material from the banana, the advantage is that it falls on the ground and becomes even some bit of mulch for the coffee. So coffee now enjoys a very good environment.
Of course. Yes. How will I see? Now we have an issue of you know, the coffee has its own pests and diseases, and so does banana. Isn't that an issue for you here?
Yeah. At first we had an issue of diseases. We had this banana wilt disease, and we could destroy and use just ash, and it kills the disease off.
I see. So, but it's not an issue anymore. You found ways of controlling and making sure it doesn't happen at all. So, the coffee, how much coffee do we have here?
We have 300 seedlings.
300 within the bananas.
Within the banana.
And when will you be harvesting the beans for the market?
By December this year, 2025. As you see, you can see. You can see these are the berries beginning. You can see these are the berries beginning. These are the berries beginning. By December 2025, we shall have the red berries now. And ready for sale.
Yeah.
But ideally it begins September, October, December. We shall have the red berries. We spray them oftenly. Every week we spray pesticides, fungicides.
Make sure that they're at par. They're good to go. They are very healthy, but they are healthy. Yeah. They are healthy, and I like what I see. So 300 seedlings. Do you intend on increasing the number?
Yeah, as we are selling one banana at a cost of 25,000, and we have here 400 stools. This banana is able to give us a rough estimate of around 40 million. Then this coffee here, we shall get 6 kilos dry parchment each, and 6 kilos times 10,000, that is 60,000 times 300 comes to 18 million in the same garden.
The same garden.
So we hope to get like 15 million. And our smart use farm Kapchorwa youths are able to enjoy.
Of course.
They educate their children.
Take care of the families.
Take care of their families.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now you've talked about families, and that means taking care of pretty much everybody. Now, of course, lately we have a lot of women trying to be independent, right?
Yes.
Less codependent on their husbands.
Yes.
So do we have youth here that ladies that have joined the cause? Is it something that you have cared to think about? And if you don't have any, have you tried to find them?
We have youth that are female.
Yeah.
Why we involve to them is that we want to also empower women.
Of course.
And women in Uganda are very active.
Yeah.
Especially these Sabini ladies or girls. They are very active. They know how to dig. So we have to involve them in the production process because they are the ones who dig even here.
Oh, they dig.
And on top of that, when we just formed this group, there was an issue of the gender what? We've got to consider gender in our group formation. And actually we were told that at least we shall have 30.
This one is an expert. She's the one who always digs here.
She makes sure that
This is an evidence that we involve women.
it is nice to have you on the show. So how is it going for you? How many women are you, and how has this impacted your lives as youth, female youth in the Serbian region?
Yeah, we are five women in total, and actually it has at least helped us.
In a way. You're making some money, so you don't have to worry about did Tata Junior leave money. You don't have to worry about Kameza, right?
Husbands are not around. At least you can
take care of everything. Yeah. And there's food, right?
And there's food.
You're knowledgeable, you're skilled, so you can even plant at home. You know what to do, you know what not to do. Well, that's a very good thing.
Has even reduced the gender-based violence in family.
Yes. Well, that's a very good thing.
And poverty eradication in families.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, you have multiple sources of income coming in. The husband is bringing in, the woman is bringing in. So that's a very good thing, I would say. So we are changing the lives of not just the youth, but women and the nation in the future. And I think that is admirable of you and your cause.
Mitigating the effect of unemployment.
Yes. Yes.
And we are also bringing back those ones which are employed but they're earning little to come in.
Come and get more.
Come and join us as they go for work.
Kill that mentality.
We don't want them to depend on the 400,000, but then they can come and make 2 million in 1 month.
In 1 month.
More than 2
and
million.
more.
At their own supervision.
And cater to all their needs and wants.
And another plant we hope to integrate with the coffee and matoke is green pepper.
Yes.
We want to bring green pepper here.
And there's market for green pepper.
Come first season of this year, that is April, May, June, we shall do something here.
And you'll have experienced a little of rain in March and April.
Yes, even on the sites we are going to put red pepper. Red pepper we are going to have.
And I think it's imperative that while we are looking at the local markets, we also draw a plan for the international markets. Wouldn't you say, my dear Accountant Johnson?
Yes.
I'm with Johnson on the money thing. We need to make more, right?
We need to take outside.
Yes, take it outside because we have very good things.
Those people have dry lands and they cannot produce anything.
No, they cannot. So which means there are markets, not just in Uganda, but throughout the world. We as Ugandans could feed the world. Wouldn't you say?
That is fact.
Your coffee is very healthy, and I cannot wait to see.
We just live on the we can call it three branches to go out. As you can see, this is 1, 2, 3. After we have done the pruning.
So if it gets bigger, you prune.
When it reaches some stage,
we break the stem.
We shall break the head like this, and then we also break this one, and then we break off this one. This one will enable just the plant to move like this.
And give you fruit.
This is SL28. Very good variety, good for
for this area.
It is also Arabica.
Well, is there any better coffee? As a fellow Elgonian, I think this is the best coffee. Wouldn't you say?
That is it.
In Flower, they used to do this.
Yes.
Coffee can educate their children, can build good houses.
Now, in this particular region, there is you guys. Do you think you can spread it all around?
That's why the initial name was Smart Farms Uganda.
Ah.
We wanted it to rock the whole Sub-Bay region and even
can't
go beyond.
Go beyond.
Even international.
Impact
Yes,
as
we
many
want to
youth as
impact
possible.
this because we want to change the society, change the world.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Well, if this is a belief and this is a dream that maybe we should all aspire to be part of, we come to the end of our show. I'm at a loss of words because I am too impressed. I don't know about you, but we come to the end of our show, and I hope to see you again next week. We might still be in the eastern part of Uganda. I do not know. There's so much more to see in this region, all over the world. But hey, we'll go there. We'll do it just for you. Thank you so much for watching the show. Keep those comments coming in. #NTV Seeds of Gold. See you next week.